Welcome to this explainer. You can't trust your eyes anymore. Let me ask you something right off the bat, just to set the stage here. The voice you're listening to in this exact moment, are you absolutely 100% certain it belongs to an actual human being? What if this voice is entirely synthetic? What if the face you're imagining behind it is, well, just a really sophisticated string of code? Today, we're diving deep into deepfake reality, and I promise you, by the time we wrap this up, the way you look at a screen is going to fundamentally change. So can you trust your eyes? For literally the entirety of human history, the answer to that has been a resounding yes. Sight has been our primary, most reliable tool for survival. I mean, our brains are biologically hardwired to believe that if we witness something with our own two eyes, it happened, right? It's the ultimate undeniable proof. But in our modern digital landscape, that biological certainty, that deep-seated vulnerability we all share, is exactly what's being challenged. And that brings us to a kind of chilling realization. This explainer might not be real. I want you to just sit with that suspenseful thought for a second. The very media you're consuming right now, the platform you're using to learn about this topic, could theoretically be entirely fabricated from the ground up. And the truly terrifying part, you wouldn't even know. That's the totally unanchored reality we're navigating today. The line between organic truth and synthetic illusion hasn't just blurred, it's actively being erased.
Section 1. The Collapse of Reality. Seeing is no longer believing.
Think about the infrastructure of our daily lives for a minute. Our entire global society is built on a foundation of trusting visual and audio evidence. We use it in courts of law, we rely on it for global news, and we use it to authenticate the people we do business with. But deepfake technology is evolving faster than most people realize. We aren't talking about a slow, linear progression here. We're talking about an explosive exponential curve. What started out as slightly blurry, robotic-looking face swaps just a few short years ago has absolutely skyrocketed into flawless, hyper-realistic digital manipulation. The pace of this AI evolution is accelerating way, way beyond the general public's current awareness.
Section 2. What is deepfake technology? The cold mechanics of artificial identities.
So, a deepfake isn't just a fancy Photoshop filter. It's artificial intelligence that learns the precise movements of a face and the exact sound of a voice to perfectly recreate entire identities. The AI studies the micro-expressions, the subtle twitch of a lip, the unique cadence and pitch of how someone breathes when they speak. It's not just a face swap anymore. It's comprehensive, end-to-end digital identity theft powered by incredibly advanced machine learning. And the creation process? It's terrifyingly simple. Step 1, collect voice and face data. Just think about how much of our data is already freely floating around on social media. Step 2, train the AI. You feed that gathered data into the algorithm, and it studies the subject relentlessly. Step 3, create the flawless copy. Once the AI has learned the patterns, it can generate a brand new audio or visual clip of that person saying or doing literally anything, with zero human intervention required. Crazy, right? Section 3, Real Cases and Digital Chaos, the real-world consequences of AI deception. Picture this. An executive at a company gets an urgent phone call. He picks up, and the voice on the other end sounds exactly, and I mean perfectly, like his CEO. The tone, the urgency, the familiar inflections, they're all there. The CEO gives him specific financial instructions. Naturally, the executive follows those instructions. I mean, why wouldn't he? It's his boss. But here's the absolute gut punch. The real CEO never made that call. It was entirely generated by AI. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's the massive financial damage caused by this single AI scam. Really makes the abstract threat of deepfakes feel incredibly tangible, doesn't it? This isn't just a parlor trick or some funny internet meme. It's a highly effective tool for massive financial theft. And look, the executive wasn't stupid. He was just a human being operating under the old rules of reality, completely unaware that those rules had abruptly changed. And this brilliantly illustrates the wider social media chaos we're dealing with. Fake videos are untethered from reality. They're perfectly designed to shock, outrage, and spread incredibly fast. Meanwhile, the real truth? Well, it's often nuanced, sometimes a bit boring, and heavily struggles against social media algorithms that are built strictly for high-octane engagement. These platforms don't verify truth, they verify clicks. And deepfakes are the ultimate engineered clickbait. Section 4, The Dark Side of Technology. Beyond mere entertainment. We've already talked about the financial scams, but it goes so much deeper.
There's blackmail, where bad actors create fake, compromising media of totally innocent people. There's mass disinformation designed to pollute entire political landscapes and sow division. Ultimately, this technology is actively being used right now for ruining lives, causing profound personal and societal harm.
Section 5. What awaits us in the future? The closing gap of detection. We're facing an impossible battle here. Right now, the human eye can barely tell what is real. If you squint, maybe you catch an unnatural blink or a weird shadow. But AI evolution means the detection gap is closing fast. It's constantly learning from its mistakes. Every single time we figure out a detection method, the AI uses it to train itself to be even better. It's simply evolving way too quickly for human biology to keep up.
Which leads us to the ultimate, terrifying question. What happens when everything can be faked? We're shifting focus here from a technological problem to profound philosophical dread. How do we function in a society? How do we run justice systems? How do we build relationships in a world where there's absolutely no verifiable reality? When any audio or visual evidence can be artificially manufactured, how do we ever know what's real? In the near future, the truth won't be based on what you see, because what you see can be forged. The truth will simply be what you choose to believe. It's a massive shift in human history. We're entering an era where our trust is going to have to rely on something far deeper than just pixels on a screen. Thank you for joining me on this explainer. I hope this knowledge empowers you to navigate our new digital reality with your eyes wide open, even if you can't always trust them.